Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good morning, Utah. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week and we're beginning a new month today, which means we can go back and look at what was the month of October. And for Halloween, there was nothing spooky about the weather. In fact, it was pretty nice, just a little chilly at night. But let's go ahead and look at what October did bring us in Salt Lake City. And October brought temperatures a little bit above our seasonal averages. So the 30-year normal average temperature is when you add the daytime high and the overnight low and divide by 2, 54.6. We were at 56.4. So while we were a little bit warmer than normal, at least we also saw above average precipitation coming in just shy of 2 inches. While we didn't see any snow, and I don't think anybody's going to be upset about that one. Now for our weather headlines, as we begin this new month, we get calm skies and warming temperatures. And by today, we'll be looking at temperatures near our seasonal averages and then likely going to be a little bit above for our Thursday and Friday. By Friday, though, we will start to introduce some changes as we'll enter into a little bit more of an unsettled pattern. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. In the meantime, this is what it currently looks like down in St. George with our Southern Utah University camera network sitting at 42 degrees. So in St. George, you probably want at least the sweater as you head out the door this morning, but probably the jacket across the Southwest Desert. And before we get to sunrise, I would not be surprised if St. George at least briefly drops into the upper 30s. Meanwhile, most spots across the state waking up with temperatures in the 20s and 30s, just above freezing in Salt Lake, while Park City right now is actually sitting at 35. But again, in Park City, do not be surprised if you drop below freezing before we get to daybreak. Your school day forecast along the Wasatch Front, starting off with temperatures in the 30s, should be right around 50 degrees by your lunch hour. And then during the heart of the afternoon, temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 50s, which is exactly where we should be for this time of year. In northern Utah, daytime highs today will mainly range in the 50s, while down in southern Utah, we'll see a good mix of 50s and 60s. So we'll go ahead and zoom things in here, and you'll be able to see your daytime high today and your overnight low tonight. So our warming trend is apparent not only during our daytime hours with the daytime highs, but also for the nighttime hours, as it will be turning chilly tonight, just not quite as cool compared to what we're waking up to this morning. We'll see mid to upper 50s along the Wasatch Front, low 50s in the Uinta Basin, and Manila will top out in the low 50s as well, getting to 53. In central Utah, we'll top out at 56 in Nephi, 59 in Castledale, 53 in East Carbon. Then down in southern Utah, it's 69 for St. George, 62 for Parowan, 56 in Bryce Canyon, and a daytime high of 62 in Lake Powell. And across the state, we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and along the Wasatch Front, like we saw yesterday, there's likely going to be some haze out there, something to keep in mind if you have some sensitivities to the air quality. As we begin the upper level futurecast, the reason why we have these calm conditions and these warming conditions is thanks to this ridge of high pressure over the western United States that stays in control through tomorrow. By Friday, that high pressure moves out of the way, opening up the door to a weak system that's going to likely brush by the state on Friday, bringing with it at least a slight chance for a few showers, mainly in the northern half of the state, as temperatures more or less plateau compared to what we're going to see tomorrow. Then as we go into this weekend and early next week, even as that system moves away with high pressure out of the way completely, a couple of systems look poised to move through between Sunday into the early half of next week, which will mean we'll hold on to some wet weather potential as our daytime highs by early next week will likely begin to ease their way back down. And let's play that forward here on the long-range futurecast, where we have those dry conditions today and tomorrow, and then by Friday we introduce that slight chance in northern Utah. Then as you'll see as we go through this weekend into early next week, likely going to be staying at least somewhat unsettled through the northern half of the state. In St. George, likely going to stay on the dry side of things with daytime highs that'll be just downright comfortable across the Southwest Desert. Upper 60s today, then it's daytime highs low to mid 70s Thursday through this upcoming weekend. Overnight lows in the 40s, which is very seasonal for this time of year. Don't forget, this weekend is when we fall back between Saturday night and Sunday morning. And then daytime highs ease down into the low 70s early next week. Then along the Wasatch Front, upper 50s for today, low 60s Thursday, Friday through this weekend. Friday and Saturday bring a slight chance, and it looks like we'll have a slightly better chance of wet weather Sunday into Monday before daytime highs ease back down into the 50s.